Two powerhouse video editors, Final Cut Pro and VN Video Editor, face off. Which one really delivers? On the left, we've got Final Cut Pro, Apple's professional video editing powerhouse. And on the right, it's VN Video Editor, mobile-first editing made simple. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might just surprise you. So, before we start throwing punches, or pixels, we're going to look at these main categories: price, platform compatibility, performance and system requirements, professional features, target audience, and export and output. Think of it like a map that's guiding us through every nook and cranny of these editors. Let's get into it. Let's kick things off with price, because, well, doesn't everyone want good value? First up, Final Cut Pro. Now, it's a one-time purchase, which sounds great, and you get those pro-level features that scream Hollywood editor. But here's the kicker. The price is $299.99. Not exactly pocket change, right? Plus, you need a Mac, so if you're not already in the Apple universe, that's a whole extra spend. Now, VN Video Editor. Brace yourself. It's totally free. No subs, no sneaky monthly payments. Most features are open to everyone, though, yeah, a few effects and extras might nudge you for an in-app purchase. But for most folks, free really does mean free here. Honestly, VN's price point just bulldozes Final Cut Pro out the gate. The winner? VN. All right. Next up, platform compatibility. So Final Cut Pro is all in on Mac. Like if you're on Windows or hoping to edit on your phone, no dice. It's super dialed in for macOS and the integration is slick. But that's only great if you have a Mac already. Meanwhile, VN is just living its best cross-platform life. It's on iOS and Android, so you can literally whip out your phone or tablet and dive right into a project. You're not stuck at a desk or tied to a single computer. Downsides? No desktop version for Windows or Mac. That's a thing if you prefer working big screen. But for pure flexibility, VN just takes it. Winner? VN again. Moving on, let's get nerdy about performance and system requirements. Final Cut Pro is no joke. It's built for professionals. So you get buttery smooth 4K editing, metal GPU acceleration, all the bells and whistles. But, wait for it, you need at least a Mac with 4 GB RAM, some serious graphics, and about 4 GB storage space. Like, it's not something you'll run on grandma's old laptop. Now, VN, it's light, it's nimble. It works even on older phones, so you don't need the latest hardware. Here's the catch though. Since it's mobile only, you're basically at the mercy of your phone's capabilities. So, if you want that cinematic, heavy-duty editing, Final Cut Pro is miles ahead. In performance, Final Cut Pro is the winner. Oh, and here's something kind of cool. Did you know Final Cut Pro actually asks for a Mac with at least 4 gigs of RAM and a dedicated graphics card just to handle 4K editing smoothly? So, if you're serious about Ultra HD, it's not something you'll pull off on a basic laptop. Professional features. Oh boy. Final Cut Pro is stacked. Advanced color grading, multicam, crazy audio tools, even 3D titles. Seriously, if you want your video to look and sound wild, this is it. Downside? The learning curve is steep. And honestly, for simple YouTube edits, it feels like bringing a tank to a water balloon fight. VN, on the other hand, is built with clarity and speed. You get an easy interface and super fast edits. But those high-end tools, not so much. It's more like level 1 editing. Great for getting things done quick, but don't expect Hollywood results here. For features, Final Cut Pro is definitely the champ. Target audience. This one's interesting. Final Cut Pro is for the serious crowd. Filmmakers, pro content creators, people who want that broadcast quality. But if you're just starting out, it's kind of intimidating, like walking on set with Spielberg. VN's vibe is way different. It's for social media fans, beginners, and anyone who loves making quick, shareable stuff on the go. The trade-off? Pro filmmakers probably won't rely on it for serious jobs, but for TikTokers and Insta creators, VN is spot on. So we're calling this one a tie. Each tool totally nails their target audience. Final round! Export and output. Final Cut Pro is a beast here. It can spit out your project in 4K, even higher with Pro codecs and full broadcast standards. But heads up, files get huge and exports can take a while. VN's strength? Boom! Quick sharing, especially to social platforms, and formats that are built for mobile. It's snappy, but you're capped on resolution and pro-grade joints. If you want your stuff to look cinematic across any screen, Final Cut Pro is the winner. Here's a quick visual of how these two stack up category by category. You'll see VN's crushing it on price and accessibility, but Final Cut Pro really flexes in performance and pro features. The strengths are pretty clear once you zoom out. So, putting it all together, if you're an aspiring filmmaker with a Mac and you want real-deal professional videos, Final Cut Pro is honestly hard to beat. But if you're just jumping in, you love editing on your phone, making quick social content, or you just want something easy and free, VN is your new best friend. Pick based on what actually fits your needs, not just the hype. Ready to start your video editing journey? Just choose the tool that matches your creative vibe and workflow and get editing. The right choice is the one that lets you create your best stories.